Hello and welcome back to the Bonus Bandit case study, days 15 through 23. And in this case study, we are evaluating the OddsFlex program using some OddsJam software. And we'll get right into it just so you guys can see the updates and see how we're doing. Just a real quick overview for those who might be your first time seeing the video here. I was given an opportunity to access a system that basically teaches you how to leverage sportsbook offers and promos to safely build a bankroll. This is really just using a strategy. It's not about gambling. You're basically using a strategy of hedging two books against each other in order to take advantage and capture the bonus promos. As you'll notice, or if you've seen the other slides or the other videos, you'll know that I've had some losses along the way. You basically might call them planned losses, I guess. Obviously, you don't want to lose money, but the way we're hedging those losses, we're keeping them to a minimum, and you really have to have some losses in order to, well, you don't really have to, I guess, but in my experience so far, I've had to experience a few losses in order to get the opportunity to get another bonus from a particular sports book that I'm in, because you have to get all your money out of it in order to capture another bonus. So the goal is to move it out into what we call a bank book, and there where you can withdraw your money. But in your bonus books, the goal is not to withdraw money, because if you withdraw and you're in the positive side, there's a good chance they may not give you any future bonus opportunities or promos. So what we'll do is jump on over into the software and look at days 15 through 23 result. Okay, as we jump back in here, we left off last time on the 5th, so we'll cover the remaining days and go from there. That was actually day 14, right? So day 15 here, we lost another $18. Day 16, another 25. 17, 10. Day 18 was one of the larger losers for us, was $43. 19 was $25. Day 20, $26. Day 21, $26. Day 22, we had a $9 loss. And day 23, we were back in the green. So what this means is it took me all of these days in order to get my money out of that bonus book in order to get back into the green, to get another bonus offer. Now, when I say that, I'm playing with a limited budget. I started with $2,500 bankroll, and with that bankroll, I still have $1,500 in my Coinbase account, and that is just a reserve. Now, had I wanted to, but I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it for the long game. So I'm just trying to do what somebody without limited funds would have to do, right? I'm trying to work the program as if this is the money that I have put forward, and I want to see if I can make it work without digging into the bank. Because what I could have done in order to clear this book earlier, I might have mentioned it, I could have moved some money out of my Coinbase account, built my bonus book up, and put large bets. This bonus book, I had a what they call a rollover in it of, at one point it was over $5,000. So I had to get $5,000 moved out of that book into my bank book. And I was able to do that on these days here using my limited payroll not my payroll, but my limited bankroll of like $1,000 in that account. I went, and sometimes these didn't go the right way. Sometimes my money would go back into the wrong book. So that's what took so long, right? But had I pulled all my money out, I could have made bigger bets, because my even though my rollover was that much, the balance in that account was like $1,300. So, but I didn't have $1,300 to bet against it. But if I'd have moved my money, if I'd have brought more money in, I could have made one bet, $1,300 versus $1,300. The risk there is if it goes the wrong way, now I got $2,600 in the wrong account, and I need $2,600, or I need some money in order to bet. Well, if I'd have done that, moved my money, took a large swing at it, all my money would have been on one side, and I would have had to dig in my pockets then for more money to put into Coinbase to keep it going. So I chose not to do that option. I chose to play what I had in my account without moving more money. Like I said, I could have sped the process up, but I chose to go the different, more safer route and just play with the money because, like I said, I was in a profit. If you noticed, I was in a profit prior. So, well, we'll just take a look back at the last month here. And if we look back, see, I was in a profit of $765. So these days of getting it out, I was using really this money. So that's why I went that route. But just like I say, I'm just wanting to be open, show you how I'm doing the program, and just continue to move forward. And now that we've got some green on the board, maybe we can keep it going here. We'll just have to wait and see. And see, like today, I've already got, there's just not many games today. I think there was only 2 games, but I got $291 in play right now. And we'll see how that turns out tomorrow. This is basically, I'm trying to move some money out of the book. This is going to be a red day because I got to get the money out so I can get another promo. But one thing I've learned is I put a lot of money in early. Now I'm doing smaller amounts into the book just to keep my rollovers lower so I can turn these days quicker. Because even if I'm earning 50% on my money and I put 200 in, I could earn 100. I could possibly, no guarantee, but it's possibly I could earn $100 a day on my limited bankroll. So that's it in a nutshell right now. We're back in the green. I'm proud of that. We're back to making money. So we'll jump back over to the slides and finish up the case study so everybody can get back to doing what they were doing. Okay, just real quickly, we're back. Just one more just overview of what's happened from days 1 through 23. You notice here's the total time from day 1 to day 23. And after 23 days, I'm still in the green. I got a $576 profit, even with all these lost days. If you notice here, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've had 8 positive days, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've had 15 negative days and 8 positive days. So the majority, I've had bad days, but on the days I'm in the green, I'm making way more than I am losing when I'm in the red. And I think now that, like I said, I'm working the same program that you might be working if you were to join, and I'm following the same instructions and learning as I go. I have no advantage. On day 1, I started just like anyone else would, reading the material, studying the material, watching the videos, going through the videos, and asking questions in the group. So, and now that I've figured out what not to do, I think if I have red days, they definitely won't be this long. So I see my profit should start increasing from here. Like I said, I'll be continuing this case study along just for the long haul, but I'm probably not going to update it ever so often. I mean, it is what it is. I'll try to get updates at least once a week just so you'll know how well I'm doing, because I'm not, a lot of times you place these bets using your phone or whatever, so you're really not around a computer. So, but when I'm around and I have an opportunity, I will make a follow-up to the case study. And usually these will probably be made either on a Tuesday or Thursday, because those are my slow days when I have a little time on my hand. So again, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. And if you have any questions about the program, just drop some comments below the video, And be sure to subscribe so you'll get a notice, and click the notification tab so you'll get a notice the next time I send out an update to the case study. Okay, y'all have a great one.